Hi, my name is Nicholas. Welcome to this week's Yin practice. For props for today, the most important one will be a strap, and then a couple hard blocks and a soft block normally come in handy as well. When you're ready, we'll get started on the back with butterfly legs, and you can choose a different shape if something else is calling you right now. Maybe you want to be in child's pose or in a seated meditation. Otherwise, as you're ready, come on down to the back. And set yourself up, bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open nice and wide. And then check in to see what support might feel good here. Maybe a hard block under each leg. The soft block can make a nice pillow. And see what arm expression would feel best here as well. Maybe settling them somewhere by your sides or having the hands on the body somewhere. Maybe to the floor overhead if you want a little more shoulder stretch. And if anything feels a little fidgety or restless, then maybe you need to find a little movement before you find your stillness. And once you feel ready for your stillness, let the eyes close down. Let the body start to feel heavy as you settle in. Kindly guide your attention back to the space, back to the body. Check in and see if maybe staying here for a little while longer would be beneficial. And only when you feel ready to start to move, you might reach down and gently guide the knees back together. And perhaps taking the feet a little wider, maybe finding a gentle windshield wiper with the knees side to side. When you feel ready, we'll collect the knees into the chest. You might take a knee in each hand or wrap the arms around the shins and give yourself a hug and a gentle rock side to side. We'll set up for a happy baby here so you can reach between the knees, catch hold of the feet, the ankles, the shins. Maybe start to point the feet towards the ceiling, but mindful of the low back. And if you need to slide the soft block there, for a little extra support, then go for it. Before your stillness, if you like to find a little movement here, then feel free to explore that. And then when you feel ready to, you can settle in. When you feel ready to, gently release the feet from here. Let them lower down to the floor. Maybe feet wide and pause with the knees together, hands somewhere on the body. You could come back to butterfly for a little bit, or maybe a gentle windshield wiper side to side. When you feel ready, we'll set up for the next shape, so you can look around for your strap. It doesn't need to be in a loop, but if you have a longer one and it is, then that's fine too. We'll loop up the left foot here and send it straight up towards the ceiling. So take your time to set this up. Make sure that the shoulders are still relatively relaxed and on the floor, and see where feels comfortable on the sole of the foot, generally around the ball, maybe into the arch or further up or down. Just play around and see what feels the best in your body. As you set this up, you may have the left knee bent generously or moderately. And again, play around and see what makes the shape feel the most accessible for you. And again, if you need a little movement here before you set up for stillness, then go for it. And whenever you feel ready, quiet things down. Maybe close down the eyes. And keep your awareness to that left leg. Notice what comes up. All right. From here, we'll set up straight for the next shape. So if you want to take both ends of the strap into the left hand now, we're going to let the left leg open towards the left. So you might wing the right knee out towards the right, kind of as a counterweight. And then see how this goes. Make sure that you have enough slack here. And sometimes you can support the leg by pressing the elbow down to the floor. So see if that works for you. Maybe you want that right hand to the right knee. And if you'd benefit from a block here as well, you can explore to see what that feels like, maybe setting yourself up with a support. Making sure it feels like a pain-free expression. If it feels too intense now, then it might be beneficial to back out a little bit. Giving yourself a little more room to explore as you get used to the shape. All right. As you feel ready to come out, you might give the leg a little more slack. Let the knee bend and bring the leg back up to center. You can remove the strap and just place it down to the side for now. We're going to set up for a twist here. So we're going to be twisting with the knees towards the right. So you can either keep the two knees stacked, or if you like, you can wrap the left leg around the right. It might be helpful to have a block near the right side. And scooting the hips over towards the left, and then let the knees come down towards the right. Let's see what this feels like. And if you need to back out, if you need to soften it, if you need to add some props for support or anything like that, then go for it. When you're ready, come and find your shape here. Gently let the body unravel back to center. You can uncross the legs if they're crossed. And we'll set up to twist on the second side straight away. So you can scoot the hips over towards the right. If you did the loop, then do it over here as well. Maybe a prop for the knees to land on, and you can start to lower the knees down towards the left. And see if anything else needs to be a little bit different to the first side here. Adding in any support, and then finding your stillness as you're ready. Gently start to release back to center. And when you arrive, see what feels good. Maybe pausing with the knees together, the knees open. Maybe you need a windshield wiper side to side. And when you feel ready, we'll set that up for the second side. So locate your strap, this time looping the right foot. And this side may need to be a little different to the first, so just take it as if it's the first side and do whatever you need to. Make sure that the shoulders can stay nice and grounded. Give yourself as much slack as you need here. Let the right hip be nice and heavy. Keep it grounded to the floor. Notice what comes up for the hip, the knee, the ankle. If you do start to feel any pain, then adjust it. Otherwise, breathe with whatever comes up. As you feel ready, we'll set up for the second shape. So now taking both ends of the strap into the right hand, maybe winging the left knee out a little bit, and then start to let the right leg lower towards the right. And again, check in here. Maybe you're supporting yourself with the elbow, or maybe you want to slide a prop underneath the leg somewhere. Notice where this side may feel different to the first, adjusting anything that you need. Gently give it a little more slack, and then start to lift the leg up to center. A little different from here, so we'll keep the strap around the right foot, and we'll set up for a twist from here. So if you want to have a hard block near the left-hand side, then go for it. You can twist like this, or if you want, you can come back to the two-knee twist or to the legs wrapped together twist. If you're coming with me, scoot the hips over towards the right a little bit, and then you can extend the left leg long down the mat, straps to the left hand, and then start to guide the leg across the body and down towards the left. And see where you end up here, adding in any support that you need. And if this feels too intense or it feels kind of icky in the body, then listen to that and you can back out. If you want to add the neck stretch here as well, turning the gaze down towards the right, then go for it. Bringing the gaze back to center, and then any way you like, gently release the right leg back to center. Scoot the hips to midline, and then from here, check in. We'll find that same twist on the second side. So you can set up your props. But if you do need to find something different, then again, go for it. And if you're coming with me, we'll loop the left foot this time. Left foot up towards the ceiling, hips towards the left, and strap into the right hand. Right leg can extend, and then start to guide the left leg across the body. Maybe bringing it onto a support, and really take your time setting yourself up so that once you find the shape, you can find your stillness. If you're adding the neck twist as well, then gaze down towards the left this time. Gently guide the head back to center. And any way you can, release the left leg. Let the hips return to center. And then check in here, see what you need. You can pause in stillness, feet wide, knees together. And straight away, you can come to a windshield wiper if you like. And keep doing what you're doing for as long as you need. And when you're ready to set up for the next shape, you can walk the feet roughly underneath the knees. Look around to find one or both of your hard blocks. And then pressing the feet to the floor, gently start to lift the hips. Lowering the bum down onto the blocks, make sure that the low back feels comfortable here. And then restorative bridge might be a good place to stay. Or if you'd like to explore it, you might extend one leg and then the other long down the mat. And see what this feels like for the ankles, knees, hips, low back. And if you need to modify your shape, then go for it. Arms can be anywhere by the body, or hands can stay on the pelvis. You could also reach the arms to the floor overhead for a little more of a full body stretch. Finding your version of the shape and then settling in. Find your stillness. gently release the arms back down as you're ready. And you can slowly start to walk the feet back in. Once they're underneath the knees, lift the hips just enough that you can remove your blocks to one side, and then gently lower the hips down to the floor. Again, you might pause here, maybe feet wide, knees together, or if you'd like a gentle windshield wiper. When you feel ready, we'll set up for our final pose, our rest pose. I'm going to set up for butterfly on the back the way we started. So you're welcome to come with me for that. But if you'd rather a more traditional Shavasana shape with the legs extended, or if you'd rather be in a seated meditation or something like that, then go for it. And take your time to set yourself up, adding any support that you need. If you need to adjust anything in your space, maybe get a blanket to get cozy. Let the body start to feel heavy here. And then settle in for your rest. And gently deepen the breath to reawaken the body. You can reach down and gently guide the knees together. It might feel nice to extend the legs long down the mat and then rotate the wrists and the ankles a few times. Maybe one more full body stretch of reaching the arms up overhead, pointing the toes, wiggling the hips and the shoulders. And then as you feel ready, you can roll down to one side and pause there for a couple of breaths. With the support of the hands, as you feel ready, coming up to find any comfortable seated position. Using any of your props here. Take a moment to settle the hips, to gently lengthen the spine, to soften the shrug muscles, and to lengthen that back line of the neck. And take these last few moments of your practice to scan through the body just to notice. And when you're ready, you can bring the palms to touch in front of the heart. Maybe bow the chin towards the chest. Thank you for sharing your energy and your practice today. Namaste. Thanks for joining me for Yin practice. And my name is Nicholas. If you have any questions, please reach out and enjoy the rest of your day.